Tell him, Steve Dave.
So, Q, Saturday was Free Comic Book Day.
Right.
It's a national, not quite a national holiday, but it's an event.
It's just comic shops handing out free comics, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, free to the people, not free to the vendors. I think it's like, is it 10 cents an issue, something like that, Walt? 12 cents an issue?
There's a cost involved.
Would you know?
There is a cost involved. Like for people who don't know about Free Comic Book Day. Like you know all about it?
I've heard of it.
You didn't go on Saturday?
No.
The industry has created this, and apparently it works for some stores. That you can make it, I guess, a festive atmosphere about it, and hand out free comics to people, anybody who walks through the door.
If you're that kind of retailer that you want to really draw in that crowd that normally might not walk through the door.
Which in theory is a good idea.
Okay.
And I have partaken in Free Comic Book Day in years past. Last year I did it. What happened is...
you went to another store and grabbed a bunch of free shit.
Remember when Dante took all the papers from the... out of the newspaper bin thing in Clerks?
That was you?
I stole that idea from Kevin. Did that? No, but
I'm going to make $8 off this shit.
When there was a certain issue that was important to my customers, my customers, like Green Lantern, Blackest Night. When they did that big event, they had a zero issue that was only available on Free Comic Book Day.
Okay.
When Superman War of the Superman, they did a zero issue. I felt for my base customers, everybody who gets Superman, they're going to want this issue. I felt I was obligated to partake in Free Comic Book Day just to make sure my customers didn't have to go to another comic book store to get it.
Is there a minimum you got to order, or you can order any amount?
There is a minimum. There was a minimum. I think it's 50 a shot or 25
like a big bundle
per issue. Yeah, to get a big bundle of them. And there's a fee involved. And so every spring they try to do this, but this year I didn't partake in it in so much as that I was ordering sanctioned titles for Free Comic Book Day with the banner that says May 2011 Free Comic Book Day issues.
Okay.
There's like certain issues that you're supposed to hand out that day.
All right.
I felt they didn't offer anything this year that was like a must-have for anybody. It was like a reprints of stuff that, you've already sold to people already, which is kind of slapping a face to people who buy comic books on a weekly basis, right?
Sure.
You bought this.
I could have waited and got this shit for free.
Yeah, you could have got it for free.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense to me. So I was like, I'm not doing it this year.
You took a stand against the industry.
No, I wasn't taking it.
Norma Ray over here.
I wasn't taking a stand against the industry in a whole. I just felt like I wasn't going to invest more money. And even in years past, when I did partake in it, I didn't see any kind of bump. I didn't see any kind of and nothing manifested itself into like regular customers or actually sales.
Sales for the day.
Sales for that day.
No extra hay was made.
No, not at all. So this year I was like, there was a kind of a week offering for what was available, and I told Mike, I was like, we have that pile of comics that somebody just gave to us, like a college guy just came in and was like, I can't take these with me. Here's a garbage bag of comic books. And so
properly placed, I'm sure.
Yes. Yeah. Any comics that were in that garbage bag definitely belonged in there. So I was like,
it's only because you didn't feel like carrying them up the stairs and throwing them in the dumpster that you were able to give them away.
So we took those and we spread them out. And I was like, these are going to be our free comic books. If anybody comes in, I'll just direct them right to that table. And
how was the table set up? Was the table festive or
no?
It's an open garbage bag on the card table.
Yeah.
So even the day before it started off, like people are calling and they're like, "What are your festivities planned for tomorrow?" It's like we open at 11, we close at 6.
Happy Free Comic Book Day.
What kind of festivities would you expect?
Well, have you ever checked into other?
I know
stores?
that you get some signings, some artists come out, some writers come out.
You should have commissioned a fucking horror writing association writer to come on in.
Dude, we should have recorded it. We should have fucking recorded it. It was absolutely probably would have been the greatest episode ever if we had just recorded everything that happened that day.
That brings me to my point, which was Saturday afternoon. I was giving the kid a bath and the water's running and the phone rings and I don't answer it. But then I hear like so fast. I was like, I think that's Walt. Like, so I tell Suzanne to watch the kid and I go and I pick up the phone and he's like, did you get any of my emails yet? I hadn't. I looked later on, a flurry. And like, I'll give you the times.
They were going fast and furious.
And even in not so hushed tones, he's like, you wouldn't believe this fucking shit. And then went on to tell me, it's Free Comic Book Day.
Right.
And, was beside himself. In particular, it was a family, right? You said a mom and a dad and a son.
A couple families. But what, like
in this moment, it was
it was one particular family.
It was a particular family, yeah. Who I guess they were like, get the free stuff. Don't even think about buying anything.
They come in and they're like, they come warning right away. The mom is definitely the ringleader of this family. She's leading around not only her kids with a leash, but her husband too. And she's like, where's the free comics? With an attitude already like, don't try
Asshole.
don't play bait and switch with me. I'm here just for free comics.
I know they're free.
Like with an attitude already.
Right.
And so her fat son is like lumbers up to the table. And
Pam, where are those free comics? Hey, Walt, what's going on?
So he runs up to the table. He proceeds to grab one of everything on there that I got. No shame. Like, I'm going to take one of every one.
How's the kid?
12. Mm-hmm. And then she's got 2 daughters who obviously aren't interested in it. And then they speak in another language.
Whoa. This is American Free Comic Book Day. What the fuck?
Whatever was said was the girls then ran over and then took a whole bunch of free comic books too.
Oh, so she said to them,
grab what you can get.
Right.
Like, this is what happens every Free Comic Book Day. Like, it's always in the spring, and just like always in the spring, a fucking sack of fucking termites is fucking unleashed.
And New life is born in the termite
termites
community.
Come out of the woodwork and come into the store, a billion of them. And they start to just like, all they're looking for is free fucking shit. So the kid grabs his comics, the daughters grab their comics, and everybody keeps saying, well, why don't you just say one per customer? Because I don't want to get in there ready and be like confrontational and be abrasive immediately. I want to play.
You want to ease into it.
I want to play like a wait and
He'll
see.
get there.
A wait and see approach.
Because you still have faith in humanity, I bet. You're like, they're going to take it upon themselves.
They're going to be
one per customer.
They're not going to take.
They look like
300
termites.
comics.
They're eating like termites, but
they're not going to take 300 comic books and walk out the door and just walk right out the door and not do anything and just say fuck you. They're not going to do that. But anyway, so the kids, the daughters, they grab them. The whole time I'm just sitting there staring at them, and the kids, they start to make their way, and that's the one thing, they didn't even pick their heads up like from the table to even look around the store. That's what really fucking pisses me off, is they come in, and they weren't the only ones. They come in, they look at the table, they grab what they want, and then they immediately just right back out the door. They don't even give the courtesy walkthrough to see what you got in the store.
Right. Doesn't
that defeat everything about the whole promotion? If they're not even going to look at what's in the fucking store, the promotion is fucking useless. So they start to make their way towards the door. Fucking mommy fucking yells at daddy, let's go, we're going. And he fucking puts down whatever book he was reading on my dime too. And fucking makes
everything's in plastic. Was it a comic or like how do you,
it was a comic.
Not the cardinal sin of opening like a trade paperback,
No.
right? Okay.
And so, but then the little boy goes, can we get some?
I hate you.
The little boy goes, can I get some bags and boards to put these comics in?
To his mom.
Mm-hmm. And she puts her hand on his back, not lying, pushes him and goes, no, we're not buying anything, go. And they went out the door.
Because isn't that how places stay in business?
And now, does that not cement that I make the right decision?
Yeah.
Okay, then fuck no. It doesn't cement it, because I got even a better one.
Well, first,
isn't the idea that like the kids are going to read the comics and then turn into comic book readers?
Right. It's supposed to
So
induce
interest.
some sort of interest.
Right.
Yeah.
But they'll come back.
Yeah.
Right.
I've never seen anybody come back from Free Comic Book Day
Right.
from the years past.
Or at least not get shoved out of the store when they attempt to.
Yeah, like you know how much a bag of board is?
20 cents? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the mom was like, "Nope, we're not even gonna patronize this fuck up with 20 cents."
Fuck Walt Flanagan.
Yeah, because you could put. I mean, if you wanted to like really be frugal, you could put 2 books into one bag and board.
Yeah.
This was the first one. This was the first email, and this came at where is it? Okay, for you military types, 1837. So that would be what is
1800 hours, 30
that?
cents.
1800. So what's that?
It's probably like 11:30.
11 or 12:30. Okay, let's just call it 12:30. Today's Free Comic Book Day. Man, we should have recorded the fucking freeloaders with their self-entitled attitude. 6 periods. Pathetic.
It is. They're so self-entitled too. Like, where's my cheese?
Right.
Like,
Little rats.
where's my government cheese?
Disgusting.
Bitch, I want it.
It's my government cheese.
Fucking termites.
Comic book welfare.
Cheese eating termites.
So what is that? All I wrote? Pathetic.
That was the first email. Yeah.
So then I wrote.
What time though? Make sure we see. The last one was 37?
1837:41.
Okay, so this was seconds later then.
That timing can't be right because 1800 is 6 o'clock.
Yeah, my clock's probably all wrong.
That clock's off.
My computer's, all fucked up.
1800 is 6 p.m.
Let's just say it was hot on the heels of the other one.
So this came in like 20 seconds later.
I wrote ARG with like 15 R's. Some fool thinks he can have any item for free. Why didn't I think to mic myself today? Which was some guy came in and he's just like, hey, you guys got that? And before he can spit it out because he's fucking stuttering and I can't even stand to fucking listen to him struggle like a fucking idiot. Like, you got Free Comic Book Day, I said? He goes, yeah. I go, yeah, it's over here. So he grabs some comics.
See a plastic bag?
So then he goes and he sees some book on the New This Week and he grabs it and he looks at it and he goes, is this free too? Come on, man. How does everybody
exactly
do it?
where I didn't say they were. Yeah. That's where it's free.
I mean, he knows it. He knows it.
Right.
And he's not that stupid. And he's wearing a comic book shirt too, though, which was really strange. He's like a 50-year-old man with a red shirt on, bright as red as like it's anything. I mean, it would be like if he was a traffic cone, he'd be less noticeable. He's got a Spider-Man, the Thing, Thor, all the Marvel heroes like plastered all over him. He looks like a clown. And
now, is his hope when he asks you that? Is his hope that you know so little? Like, is he hoping that you're me? And I'm like, I don't know.
No. I think he was wearing. I don't even think he knew anything about comics. I don't know why. I guess he
got dressed up.
He just got dressed up for the occasion. Day. He had totally no clue. He had no clue that those books that I'm giving out weren't the sanctioned books.
Right.
And he's just like, I don't know what this day is. Maybe everything's in here is for free today. Who knows? I mean, I'm not putting it past him.
He looked dopey enough. And
so I go no, and you would be proud of me. I wish I was mic'd up because people probably think I probably jumped down his throat, but I was like, no, just the stuff on the table. He's like, oh, all right, man. When I got more time, I'm going to take a look. I'm going to come back and look around in here. It's pretty cool, but I got to go pick up my kids.
I say, what's he busy doing?
Yeah, so he leaves, doesn't buy anything.
Right? Did he take Free Comic?
Oh yeah, he took them all. He took everything that was on the table. He took one of each.
The fucking termite got his cheese.
So you got. So was it on this table?
No. It was up by the counter.
Awesome story. Like it's better than the other one.
But then another guy comes in, and he's with his girlfriend.
She hot?
No. I don't know. She didn't care about comics. She wasn't trying to take any comics, so I wasn't really paying attention to what she was doing.
Could be Giselle. If she's not into comics, she's fugly.
She just looks like a termite walking around.
Termite with her fucking antlers fucking twitching back and forth. Her little antennae.
But then another, I didn't tell you this one.
Looking for government cheese.
This one came in, this guy came in, he's looking at the books, and he's got his phone out. And he's like feverishly typing on his phone. And he finally goes to me. He goes, you really should think about participating in Free Comic Book Day. And I was like, oh, really? Why is that?
Telling you your business.
Yeah, that's what I was. I was like, why is that? Because, well, I would think it would be, be nice to drum up some business. And I was just like, so you've never been in here. You don't even know anything about, but you're going to proceed to tell me. I said what I should do in here. I go.
Now, did you have that?
Thanks
tone,
for that.
or
I
were
go.
you,
Thanks for that insightful suggestion. I said, but I can tell you about 15 people who just walked in here in the last hour and didn't buy anything and just grabbed the books. He goes, oh, and he was totally taken off guard when I snapped at him. Right. This time I did snap at the person. The other guy who was like, is everything for free?
The guy with the helpful suggestion.
That's not helpful. That's just being an asshole.
All the fallout from everyone else.
And I said,
all the other termites.
And I said, what were you doing with the phone? I said, I thought he was taking pictures of the books.
Is that what he was doing?
He was taking pictures of what was available, I think. I go, what's with the phone? What are you taking pictures for? He goes, well,
should have smashed it like fucking Sean Penn, like a paparazzi and shit.
He goes, I know you're not participating in it because I went on the site and your store is not one of them. I go, just because the store's not on there, I said, doesn't mean we're not giving away some stuff. I said, anything on this table's free. And he goes, huh? he's not happy what I put up out there for free. Oh, these are not the books that I thought I was going to come and get. And I proceeded to tell him, and he goes, that, I didn't buy those, but these are all free. And he goes, oh, did you see Thor? He goes to me. And I'm just trying to change the subject because there's the last email was, how can you as a parent bring in 4 kids and say, go, grab about 30 free books and then walk out without buying anything? Have you no shame? Disgusting. So
the editorial comment at the end.
Yeah.
So then
always ...
Well, I got to sign out of there. Hold on.
Okay.
So then he goes, he grabs a book. He says, he walks out after I told him that nobody bought anything. Mm-hmm. He just goes, thanks. I didn't think he would buy anything because I did kind of snap at him. But this was the best story, Q. I already told Brian already. Best one, Q, of the day. Best one of the year. Best one of the decade.
This is it.
This is the story. Like if we were recording,
right,
it would go down as maybe one of the finest moments ever.
Really?
In my opinion, it would have been, I think.
Mm-hmm.
A dope comes in with her 2 kids.
Termite.
Dopey termite.
And I only say that. I mean, you don't have to. You're not a dope because you want the free comics. Don't get me wrong. Right. I know why you're coming in. It's like you want something. But you know what? Though it would be like if somebody said, "Hey, across the street they're giving away it's sports card day, free sports cards day. You go in and get a pack of sports cards." Right. Be like, "I don't want it. I'm not interested in it. I don't need to get it because it's free. I don't need to come out and make a trip for something that I normally wouldn't want just because it's free."
Right.
You've seen that when we were up in Brantford, when we were playing hockey, they had a stand set up. It was some sort of like hot dog. And the people, I mean, there had to be 45 people in line because it was a free hot dog, And it's one of those things where it's like,
if I want a hot dog,
yeah.
I'll go buy it and not wait in line. It's worth it not to pay $2 to get a hot dog.
Yeah, but you can't underestimate, people's desire to get something for free. Like you say, even if they don't really want it.
I could
it's
tell
strong.
They didn't, the kids were not really interested in it. But she's like, oh, where's the free comics? Told her where the free comics was. And it was a mother, a daughter, and her 15-year-old son. They actually then grab the comics and then they take a walk around the store. And they're walking around, and the boy comes back up to the front of the store and he goes, now we record on a playing card table.
Yes, like a poker table.
A poker table. And the poker table stays up every day. I don't break it down and put it away. It just stays up. And over the course of us recording and all the time it's been up, I've doodled on it. Other people have doodled on it. And it looks like it's covered in it looks like graffiti, right?
Right. People, I'm looking at Eleanor Lynch was here right now.
Right.
All people's rights there.
Autumn Wiedmeyer.
Right.
So this kid comes up and he goes,
I'll take a picture. You can look at it at our blog, tellmsd.wordpress.com.
He asks me, he goes, is it okay if I do something, if I draw or write something on that table back there? And I was in a mood, as you might well guess.
Sure.
Because this was after the termite parade.
This is after all the people have come in and just
raped you.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good choice of words.
He was comically assaulted.
So I'm gonna have a little fun, or just I'm not gonna be like, no, you're gonna take the free comics. You're not gonna draw on the table too,
right?
So I was like, no,
one or the other.
So I said, oh no. I said, That's Kevin Smith's personal poker table, and he's had that actually commissioned by all the finest Eastern graffiti artists on the East Coast, I said.
Right.
So I go, he's paid a lot to have the table look the way it does right now. And his face drops, and he goes, well,
he already did.
I already did already.
Which is like, if you did, why bother?
Right.
Like,
So I'm like, I know I'm going to have a little bit of fun now because I'm not really mad. So, but I'm like, kind of like, well, why'd you do that? I said, why would you come up here and ask if you already did it?
Right.
He goes, well, I wanted to ask. He goes, I go, well, what stopped you? I go, what stopped you? I go,
common sense.
I go, that doesn't really make any sense. What do you mean you wanted to ask, but you didn't? And then from the background, I hear the mom like start to lumber up, like,
She was thin.
Another fat mom with her fat son.
Who was the other fat mom?
No, I was just
Are
asking.
you talking about another fat mom?
Oh, you said the woman
I
before.
think the first one with her fat son.
Maybe the son was fat. The mom
Mom was thin.
I guess so.
So it was a healthy mixture of fat and thin for free comic
All
book
sorts of
day.
termites.
Fat, bloated termite. What do termites eat? Wood? Or apparently comic books.
Yeah, they eat cellulose and wood. So
She comes lumbering up and she's like, whoa. I told him it was okay.
Oh.
With that kind of attitude.
Right.
I told him it was okay. So, like, don't be mad at him. It's my fault. And I said,
but not with an apologetic tone.
No,
Right.
not even not with like I told him it was okay.
Right, like a presumptuous, fucking annoying.
Yeah, hey, desk, fucking clerk. Hey, fucking counter jockey.
Exactly.
Shut up.
Yes. She goes, I told him it was okay. I go, okay, you told him it was okay to write on something in this store. I go, why? Why would it be okay for him to do that? Mm-hmm. And she goes, don't worry. She goes, like, calm down.
She's reassuring.
You just won the lottery.
She's reassuring an idiot.
Yeah. She goes, calm down. She goes, because in 10 years, you're going to be so thankful he did draw on it. Because he's going to be famous.
Why is he going to be famous?
That's what I said. I don't even know. I might have blacked out for a second. I was like,
woke up 2 hours later.
All the comics were gone.
Because I was blown away by that attitude. Like, he's going to be famous, fool.
Oh, God.
Why are you worried about this? Right. And I was just like, he's going to be famous. I go, well,
after you just fucking told them. Now, you hadn't told them that Kevin hadn't commissioned this. They were still under the impression that it was literally a work of art.
Yes. And I go, well, what's he going to be famous for that I'm going to be so happy about? And she goes, everybody tells him he's going to be famous. Like, idiot. Will you stop questioning this? He's going to be a famous...
Bide your time. 10 years. That's all it's going to take.
In 10 years, he's going to be a famous cartoonist, and you're probably going to have to pay for him to come back here and do it. I swear. God. That's what she said.
Wow.
And I was like, you just made it worth it. You just made it worth it. Because, I mean, I can't imagine that. I couldn't lie and make it up.
You would never dream that would be someone's response.
Do you know which one of these drawings it is?
No, I have no idea. I have no idea. I didn't go back to look. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you even if I did.
Yeah, there's so much on here.
But then humanity was saved.
Yeah?
Yep. Somebody came in close to the end, another, like, where's your free comics? Some mom, two little kids. Little kids look like they have no idea what's going on.
Right.
Don't even care about free comics. And I have her pigeonholed already as like, you're just another person.
You've been dealing with it all day, man. That's
understandable. She just wants to
understandable.
take another chunk out of me. So I'm kind of like defeated. I'm just like, there they are.
All the way in the back, well, you could take them off the rack.
I don't care. Take a statue at this point.
If you happen to see a traffic cone outside, tell him he can come back and get free comics off the wall.
So then she says to her kids as they're getting ready to leave, why don't you get something? She goes, why don't you buy something? I'll buy you whatever you want. And those kids who had no idea what they're buying just proceeded to grab whatever they just grabbed their hands on. A $50 hardcover off the shelf.
Whoa.
They were like, I want this. don't even know what it is, can't even open it because it's sealed.
Right.
And she's like, okay. The daughter runs around, I'll take this, this, and this. And they wound up spending $200.
Whoa.
And when she rings it up, this woman is.
Then she scared me to death because she goes, you guys take check? And I'm like, oh, God. You're one of those.
Can I pay in government cheese?
We don't take checks. I thought that was it because she starts to fumble, can't find a credit card. And I'm like, oh. This is just the final torture of a torturous day. You tease me. But then she found her credit card. She bought everything. I mean, basically sight unseen. These kids will never look at it again. Yeah. She must have been rich, I guess. And that kind of saved it, like kind of brought it back where I was like, not everybody's a termite.
Right. So do you think they would have came in if not for Free Comic Book Day?
They probably never would have came in if not for Free Comic Book Day.
So maybe there's something to it.
I'm still not. I mean, unless it's something that my regulars, my once a week customers want,
right?
Then I'll have to buy it,
right,
for next year's Free Comic Book Day. But if it's just the same anemic offering as this year's,
right,
then I'll just do what I did again. I'll just take out garbage and put it on the table. I'm not gonna go and I'm not gonna give people something so they could come in and urinate on me, and then and not even walk around. It's just really not good business,
right? Because they're not even doing you the service of like pretending to be interested.
No, that's the thing.
Do people ask for bags too? Like
yes, and then I give out a bag, and we don't have cheap bags.
Not bags and boards, like literally a bag,
a bag.
To carry the stuff in. Which one time I needed a bag for something, you even gave me shit. You're like, those are like 10 cents each. I'm like, all right. I guess I don't need a bag. It's like, all right, buy a termite.
Unless it's raining, what do you need a bag for?
Well, like if you have a bunch of books.
What did you have a bunch of?
Oh, I don't know. I can't. No, I'm not defending myself. I'm saying paying customer maybe.
And I know I'm going to take some shit from because some other stores will be like, oh, we blah, blah, blah. You don't know what you're doing. We do fucking 5 times the business on Free Comic Book Day than you could do.
He sounds like fucking Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, like, fuck you. Great for you.
So in advance, you like to tell other comic retailers.
Don't even bother. Don't even tweet that's the best day of the year for you because I don't give a shit.
Right.
It does. It good for you. You know what? If it is their best day of the year, try to fucking do it on some other days then. So it's not you only do good on one day a year then, sucker.
Mm-hmm. When I worked in Westwood, the second year I was there, we didn't do it because I found the same thing. People would just come in and they wanted and they wanted multiple copies too.
Oh yeah.
A lot of them.
Well, I mean that's the deal. You're supposed to.
Whatever they
You're not
want.
supposed to limit it. You limit if there's a Free Comic Book Day Spider-Man issue. Hulk, Thor, they can get one Spider-Man, one Hulk, one Thor.
Okay.
They can get, not just one title.
Right,
but they can't grab like 15 Spider-Mans though, or 15 Green Lanterns, because the Green Lantern was a big issue that year. And you weren't, we don't want anybody grabbing a complete 100 of them, because they were going for eBay on a couple days later, like for money.
Do you think they take a lot? Who does it? Does all the companies?
Well, and it was a good idea. I think that the industry. It was a
they
novel
need something
idea.
To pump.
It is something, and they tried, but it doesn't work here. Or I'm just not built to give it away for free.
Mm.
It's one of the two, probably a combination
to that
of both.
festive attitude that's required.
No, I'm not. I could be festive.
Can you?
Sure. I mean, I'll tell you, man. There's plenty of times I get happy when people come in and buy something.
Well, yeah, like the $200 lady.
Yeah,
it's got to take more that, like, you have to be festive for the sake of, like, the feeling and watching, like, a truly festive guy would watch how happy those termites were carrying their comic books off, and you'd be like, wow, that warms my heart.
I can't walk around with a
sucker.
walking around with it in a state of oblivion. So that was Free Comic Book Day, boys.
Sounds hellish, bro.
Fucking termites.